Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the show. Tonight we have Mr. Adam on with us.
Hi.
And if you check the comment in chat, you will see there are a few GoFundMes and a special link to the a Kickstarter. So if you look at you will find GoFundMes for the High Plains Food Bank, Angela Ariaga, Hey Camel, and Maddy. And there's also a Kickstarter, Hey Keith, and Kickstarter for Never Hike Alone, the final cut. Now, those that don't know, me and Angela do Never Watch Alone. And it all started with that movie because I never seen it. So Mitch showed it to us, and Never Watch Alone was formed. So it holds a special place in my heart.
That's good.
Yeah. So, but I'll play the intro and we'll begin properly.
Oh. Wait.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
welcome to the Midnight Show with the Midnight Crew. Rotncorpse, Angela Ariaga, James Colley, WillItForge, and our host, Peter Alexander, with special guest Mr. Adam. With that, ladies and gentlemen, let us begin.
You about to say something, Mr. Adam?
Full sails away, sir, Captain. Hey, Dino Nuggies.
They still have those.
They did. Yo, Stream Up, how you been?
I think they're buried.
What's here?
Yes.
Do you remember?
The 21st day of September? Body, say that you remember.
Oh,
Body,
hold on. Are those pillows?
Yes, those are pillows.
That's nice.
That's fantastic.
Wow.
Even the ketchup. Yeah.
Those are awesome.
Ketchup on a pillow hot dog. I'll tell you what. Wow. Oh, I'm sorry.
I like this one.
Ouch.
All right.
Oh, this isn't a palate cleanser. This is one of those things that can kind of have a little conversation.
Okay.
Okay.
Hey, Travis.
We entered this conversation kind of assuming that the grace was one-sided. So Grandpa didn't give Grandma any kind of grace. Grandpa,
you're running the streets.
but see, again, these assumptions are fundamentally flawed because sometimes when Grandpa came back from Vietnam or he came back from Germany, he came back to find somebody else's kid. And he raised that kid. But we don't talk about that.
He had some. He left some education. My uncle didn't say this. For real.
But see, hold on. My point is this. When we talk about grace, we talk about it from the perspective of assuming that one party was benevolent, aka grandma, and one party was vindictive, aka grandpa. So even in the scenario I just gave you where grandpa had to raise some other man's child, you will come up with another scenario as to why maybe he had another family, but when it's the other way around, we don't default to coming up with other assumptions. Like, for instance, grandpa beat grandma's ass. We don't say, well, grandma was probably fucking the milkman. We don't say stuff like, no. But whenever it's time to acknowledge the ways that men are hurt, we have to rationalize. And it's not even a black thing. I think generally we don't know how to view men as victims. We don't know how to view women as perpetrators. So we will justify it in our mind as to why this man deserved X, Y, and Z, or why he was morally unjust and he had it coming, or whatever the case may be. But generally, we don't do that to women. All I'm asking is, if we're going to expect men to be, to have softer hands, to my analogy, and to have more grace in the whole nine, we have to, first of all, acknowledge the reasons why, whether overtly or covertly, women have also participated in the things that made our hands rough. Now, whether women asked us to go to war or whether women enjoyed the peace that was created from us dying, it's part of it, right? And all I'm saying is, instead of men need to be more, we need to take a beat to acknowledge all the things that men, for better or worse, had to become for you.
Wow.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to come in. It's like you to throw that one up too quickly.
Oh, I'm sorry, but that's out. Whoa. Hey, we don't rationalize it for women, do we? Huh. That sucks. Yeah, I feel kind of sad.
I'm gonna go with no.
You gonna go with what?
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no.
Well, here I got a video to go through to lighten the mood for that one, because of how serious that was.
All right, I got one. Let me see. Wait a minute. Let me make sure.
Mine's super short.
All right.
About watching a movie, laptop's frozen. I'm thinking that's all good. I can just watch it on TV. TV's frozen too. I'm thinking about
nice. I think I'll watch a movie.
Laptop's frozen. I'll just use TV. TV's frozen too.
Okay, that was good.
You're welcome.
All right, let me. Yeah, I know. I'm going to get to that one. I got that one's funny too. I gotta pull these out. Put out there.
Yeah, I happened to find that one.
I don't want you pulling that out.
Yeah, you can keep that there.
Well, I can't whip it out.
Oh God, this one.
It's fucking funny.
This is what they mean when they say marriage is hard.
It's difficult.
Cero acierto.
When they say marriage is
Cero
hard.
acierto. Un acierto.
Un acierto.
Un acierto.
El verde estaba aquí y el naranja estaba aquí. Así.
Cero acierto.
That's Portuguese.
No lo regué.
Un acierto.
Y el verde que va aquí. El naranja es el que va aquí.
What the hell is she doing?
She thinks she knows everything.
Un acierto. Cero acierto.
I'm really hoping this
Stupid
is
bitch.
shit.
El rosa, el fucsia. El fucsia va aquí.
Jesus Christ.
Bien. Estos dos déjalos aquí.
Uno.
Esto, el verde. No me...
Dos aciertos.
No, Ramón, deja la naranja aquí porque el naranja va aquí.
She thinks she knows everything in this
Un
one.
acierto. El naranja. Déjalo aquí, no lo muevas. Sí, el naranja va aquí.
Okay, yeah, no.
Y el fucsia también, déjalo ahí. Esto no lo muevas, mueve de aquí para allá.
Cero
No, I
acierto.
¿Viste que
saw this and I'm like, please tell me this
Cero
is
acierto.
Bien.
fake.
Un
Tell me
acierto.
it's a
El rojo es
skit.
el otro que... El rojo va aquí.
God, Jesus Christ, I'm gonna hit her.
Cero acierto.
She is a moron.
Mhm.
Sí, porque estoy haciendo
But
un
she
tratamiento.
she is one of those people that thinks she knows everything.
Un acierto quiere decir que es
Yeah, but hold on.
Even when
She
you
does,
Look at you.
Ahí.
she does cook
Cero
a
acierto.
mean carne asada.
Un acierto.
that she got from her
Fucsia va
that it
aquí.
wasn't actually cooked by her. Her mother did it for her.
They
Well, I don't know,
seriously
man.
need to
I
turn
mean,
around
I'm
and just let
just
him
being
do it right now because he knows where everything goes.
No me muevas ni el fucsia ni el naranja. Eso si tú quieres mueve, pero el fucsia y el naranja son...
They need
Oh,
to
Jesus
let
Christ.
him do it without any input from her because he knows where
Esto
everything
no me lo
goes.
muevas. No me lo...
Tres aciertos.
Este y el rojo. Fucsia, el naranja y el rojo aquí.
Cero acierto.
And she just doesn't understand it.
A veces se equivoca. Él. No sé, no es tú. Síguele. No, él. Pero tú dale,
I don't know what the hell she's saying, but I wish
I have a feeling she's saying that the guy telling them that they're not getting the zero doesn't know what he's talking about.
Un acierto. Es este el acierto.
Yo, don't shake it.
Those are two things that you have not moved.
Cero acierto.
Oh.
No sabe, pero tú
Quite literally, that was the look. That was the look of it. Just the thing. Keith, what they're trying to do is match up with being able to see of the colors by going through the whole thing.
Yeah.
She keeps telling him he's basically
Dani también. Yo quiero jugar para allá. No puedes porque esto es un acierto, dijo él, lo dijo hace ratico.
3 aciertos.
¿Viste? ¿Pero por qué le echas? Porque no sabe, el jurado no sabe. Así déjamelo.
Un acierto.
El fucsia y el naranja. Te vas a caer tú solito. Te vas a caer tú solito. No estás jugando bien. Vas a perder. No.
Just do it.
Te dije que aquí el fucsia. No va. Voltéalo. Aquí va el fucsia. No, aquí va el fucsia. Sí.
Just do it.
Sí, es cierto.
¡Viste, yo te dije!
Yeah, I hadn't seen that part. Usually it cuts off before that.
Wow, what a woman.
Get him all right. That is funny.
Gosh.
Yeah, wait a minute. I found something for me and Rotten. This is just me and Rotten will only be able to appreciate this.
Died and he still had to go to work. Bro is not crossing to the other side unless he pays off the debt collector. I ain't gonna lie, I thought I had it hard. But bro right here died and he still had to go to work. Bro is not crossing to the other side unless he pays off the debt collector.
Yeah, the price for the ferryman fucking went up.
Hey man, when the bones have not
fucking did.
deteriorated yet.
Oh man. All right. So there, I got a shit ton of fucking videos that all either piss me off or make me laugh, and I'm gonna play most of them. This one is fucking amazing, and I fucking love the woman at the end. I don't want anybody to interrupt it. Like this is y'all gonna bust your sides.
So I applied for a job
Y'all can hear
at
Yep, I think I've seen this one before.
TJ Maxx a few weeks ago, and they denied my application. They couldn't even call me. They just sent me some automated email. So I went in today and I was like, so what was the reason I didn't get hired? And she was like, oh, like you just like don't have enough experience. There was candidates that had like more experience than you. And, you know, I asked her if it was about my tattoos, obviously, because I know a lot of places don't like tattoos. She said that wasn't the reason. I don't feel like that's true.
Okay, so here's the thing. If you want to tattoo the mess out of your face, be my guest. There is no law against inking your neck with demon symbols or scrawling all kinds of occult imagery across your forehead, just like there's no law against putting 40 studs through your cheeks and your lips or dyeing your eyeballs green. If you're a dude who wants to strut around in fishnet stockings, or if you're a woman who wants to dress up like a cat and meow at everybody, that's not illegal. Supremely stupid, but not illegal. But please, for the love of all that is holy, stop demanding that the rest of us accommodate your insanity. You did what you did to be different. Congratulations, mission accomplished. So if TJ Maxx doesn't want you to be the face of their store for their customers, maybe go see if the circus has any openings.
That'll get a job at a fucking factory like the rest of us.
Yeah. Okay, we're all using OBS. So if I were to do this, it's a virtual cam on my OBS. How I imagine evil looked like as a kid and how it actually looks like. Yeah, done that.
It's like if need be, I can always switch to the standby
my
scenes
phone.
when we're doing this.
Yeah. James, you said you wanted to rant a little. James Colley?
Yeah, I did.
Go ahead.
I was responding to something on Twitter earlier this week. It was about fandom and all that. Basically, men, we had tabletop games, women invaded.
Yeah.
We had video games, women invaded.
Yeah.
Just boys clubs, women invaded. Any kind of fandom, women invaded. And it's to the point now that or the person that the point that the person was trying to make is that other than solitude, men have nothing of their own. And the soy boy psychiatrist said, well, it's all toxic and or vices anyway, so what does it matter?
It proves
kind of pissed me off.
Real quick, I like to pose a point of conjuncture.
In that case, if you're a fan of whatever genre,
I believe there is one last bastion of safe space for our male gentlemen compatriots.
Misogyny.
Strip clubs.
Wait, wrong.
The solitaire.
I think strip clubs.
Well, strip clubs too.
no, strip clubs are also you get the lesbians that go into the strip clubs too.
Oh, as long as they're putting money in the pockets of the
I'm not a lesbian, and I went to strip clubs.
No, okay. No, that's not what he means, Kyiv. Like, at some point, there were more males in tabletop, and there were still female fans of it, yes. But eventually, these brands started to be co-opted.
It falls back into like how the old men's clubs were. When women went in there, they didn't go in there and say, or it's like, Kyiv, I think, is more like the person that she's going to enjoy the hobby or hobby. So she's going to go into it learning the hobby as is. Kyiv's not going to be the one to go in there being like, hey, I think I like this, but you need to change X, Y, and Z to cater to my needs. And they constantly change things.
Exactly what I'm talking about.
With the trans debates where they're like, oh, well, or it's like, I can't remember who it was, but I think it was a trans person or whatnot, but they said on Twitter, they're like, oh, I would like Warhammer 40K if it weren't for all the war and racism and misogyny. And they're like, then don't play fucking Warhammer. Don't play fucking Warhammer. Well, I want to play Warhammer, but I want that removed.
Well, it's not fucking Warhammer.
Warhammer. Do not play Warhammer.
There's a big difference between people joining a fandom and embracing the fandom as is than there are to people going into the fandom because they may like it or whatnot, but then demanding things change.
It changes to fit your needs.
Hold on. Yes. There is nothing stopping that person, this structured person, from finding like-minded people, gathering together, building the minifigs, painting them up, and then writing their own rules based off of the Warhammer rules.
Oh,
and then just playing a game amongst themselves. Like,
oh yes,
we're still talking about we're still talking about minifigures that you have to paint and you have to go around and physically play it.
Adam,
there's a difference between that and then again, what we're really talking about is they want other people to do it, and that's power.
That's the thing, is it's not about just them doing it that way, is they want other people to have to deal with what they want.
Yeah.
So if there's a Warhammer tournament, it has to be done by their thought process.
They want to take what exists. What they want to do, they want to take what exists and morph it into something that they like and suck the soul from it and say, oh, we made it better. No, you didn't. Again, look at D&D as it stands. Remember when orcs were fucking monsters?
Yeah, that's
like,
well, I kind of look at it like you and your girlfriend playing pool and letting her cheat.
What you say?
Yeah, what was that?
What?
Usable?
I feel like we're in a different zone.
I think I'm
You said something about taking your girlfriend to play pool and letting her use your queue.
Whoa, dude. Okay, my girlfriend's never gonna use my queue.
No. What I'm saying is, it's like you and your girlfriend play together pool. and she can
back up off the
cheat,
mic a little bit.
basically. That's a go between you and her.
No, okay,
But
that's different.
and the difference between her going into a tournament and expecting to get the same treatment, she would be disqualified, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well, yeah, they wouldn't be able to
Exactly.
bring in their own armies and their own rules into a tournament. But at the same end, it's like we're still talking about physical pieces that you are manipulating and playing around with rules that you are working around with whoever's at the table with you. So, it shouldn't matter. And, no, I get it. But it's like I said, it's at the end of the day, it's power. They want to control the top end of it, so everybody has to do it.
Yeah,
that's why we got wheelchairs in D&D.
They want to morph it into something that suits their sensibilities, but they want to keep the fan base so it'll keep pumping out. Oh, we made it better.
It's kind of like that whole thing of they're going after the phantom audience.
The modern audience, yes.
It's like the whole thing of how they've done with some of the more modern movies and whatnot. They're like, well, this is geared towards this and not the people that have kept it alive for fucking years. And then it doesn't get the views. And they're like, why isn't it getting the views?
Oh, it's misogyny. People don't like it because of, A, X, Y, and Z, when it's no longer the thing we love. It's no longer Warhammer when the Adeptus Astartes have female members. When they already have several female chapters dedicated to them. They have the Adeptus Sororitas. They have the Sisters of Battle. They have female-centric things. Oh, no, we want to be Space Marines. Why? Explain that to me.
Because that's where the popularity lies. And that's ultimately what they want. They just want the attention.
Because they saw aliens and they want to be...
Yeah, but
it's like whenever they say there hasn't been a strong female lead since insert generic person in modern media, and it's like, okay, so we're just going to completely ignore Ripley and Sarah Connor
and shit ton of other female leads that people were loving before. It's like when they say, like when Anita's came out and said there were no strong female women, and people did the whole list throughout history. They went back ancient times. They put out Samus Aran. When we found out she was a female, people didn't go, "Oh, the game sucks." People embraced it.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna get me back on my Ghostbusters 2016, right?
Oh, sorry.
Even with the Samus Aran,
yes.
The recent footage of the newer Metroid Prime 4, it drove people crazy because they're excited to see the return of their beloved character.
Yes. See, and that's the thing. That's the thing about. All right. So Samus Aran, in all the games where people love, she's a silent hero. She's a silent protagonist. It's not because people don't want to hear from her. It's because that's not why they're there.
It's like Link. He's not technically supposed to have a voice other than hut hut hat.
But and people still embrace. Like people still love Zelda. Like the Zelda game with that she's the lead in. It's doing gangbusters in pre-orders.
In fucking Wind Waker, she was a badass.
Yeah. So people love the game. People love the characters. Like it's not that people don't like females. It's just that they don't like shitty females who make their their sexuality and their I'm a girl, so I'm instantly better, the central part of their existence.
I mean, let's be real. A lot of these characters that they're trying to push on us that are supposed to be like stronger, positive, focused female characters. I mean, they're just vapid. They don't have anything behind them. So it's like you're looking at a piñata, and you can tell it outright. So it's like, we don't want to listen to this story. We don't want to play through this game because it's obvious what you're pandering to me, man.
Did you see the previews for the Dragon Age Veilguard?
Oh, come on, man. Oh, I'm
All right.
talking about that on Monday. Don't fucking.
Sorry, I wasn't there. I had to do my own thing. Sorry, but
no, no. We can talk about it.
So the Veil Guard, they now you can have mastectomy scars. You can have they them pronouns, but you can't give a busty. You can't have a busty chick.
They even like diminished on the booty.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can't have anything.
And it gets worse. So I played Inquisitions. I played 1 and 2.
Didn't they make
and
it now that it doesn't matter what sex the character is, they can romanticize anyone?
Yeah, and that's doing disservice to the character because I'll use Inquisition as my example. There were 2 characters you had to be male to romance or female to romance, and they were gay characters. You couldn't romance Sarah as a male, so it gave, if you wanted to romance her, it gave a replayability aspect, and you couldn't romance Dorian as a female because he's canonically gay. But people still love the fuck out of those characters. Their sexuality wasn't their personality. Like you didn't find out Dorian was gay until like halfway into his personal quest. When they said that his father tried to change him, tried to make him straight. Okay.
Oh man, he sent him to pray away the gay camps.
No, he literally tried to use blood magic to change his mind.
Ugh.
I mean,
yeah, like that he was literally going to use blood magic to make him straight because the whole system revolved around having kids.
With a game like this, I think it always falls back on the storytelling. So I mean, that's where it gets into. You can still have these types of scenarios in the game, as long as they're weaved in
properly.
Yeah. So that way,
as long as there's a story.
Well, yeah, and it's not jarring. You know, it's not hitting you on the face and being like, "Hey, I'm gay." It's subtle. You know, if you're gonna introduce something like this, you want to slide it in slowly, probably with 1,000 bottles of lube
that were taken from P. Diddy's house,
and just working in that way. But the way that they're doing it now, I mean, it's at this point, it's comical. Like, why would you do it so on the nose?
Shit, look at games like
I said on the chin. I'm sorry.
Look at games like Dustborn. It is clearly DEI the video game. None of the characters feel robotic, and the gameplay sucks ass.
Well, what's funny is some of the shit they're trying to say that like they're trying to stop like racism or xenophobia, but the characters do the exact same thing to like robots and shit like that.
Yes, and then in that game, you mind control people to do what you want. It is not you persuading them through, charisma or you using a persuasive argument. You are literally just using your powers as a mutant, and they don't call her mutant, but that's what she is, to persuade them to do what you want. Forcibly.
Calling them a mutant is a slur, sir?
Fuck, I care. It's a mutant.
So you're not using sweet reasoning, using mental manipulation.
Yeah, literally, you're using like the and the game turns them as like bullying, canceling.
No, yeah, that's true.
Like that's what the game called it, like bullying, deflecting, canceling.
So instead of fire and Firaga, it's bullying and cancel and
Bullraga and Cancelaga.
Well, yeah, Bullaga. Cancelaga. Oh shit.
and
can affect 3 people at once.
And to get to but orcs are black people.
Oh no!
I can believe it. They are in hordes and bands and shit.
Orcs are Nazis.
Orcs aren't even Nazis. Orcs are just fucking orcs.
Orcs are a malevolent race.
I mean,
whoa, hold on. Do you think
and even if
blocking would be like a fireball in D&D, where it's like, oh no, we're in a hallway. Don't cast a fireball. And I don't know. I think that's a joke that
Clearly, you have never
Well,
played D&D with me.
Well, I mean, now orcs are just orcs. I'm saying in Tolkien's universe, orcs were based on the Nazis.
And it goes straight down the hall, and everyone's affected.
And goblins didn't have women and children. Neither did orcs.
Neither did orcs. Orcs were corrupted elves, and they were grown.
Okay.
Go ahead,
listen.
And that's just one aspect of just the gaming. But even if you look at it like this, the Girl Scouts are still the Girl Scouts. Boy Scouts have to be inclusive to girls.
Yeah.
Well, are trans girls allowed in Girl Scouts?
All girls are allowed in Boy Scouts. Girls are still Girl Scouts. I don't know if the trans thing is involved or not, but it's still bullshit.
And they're no longer, and James, they're no longer Boy Scouts, they're the Scouts of America.
Scouts of America.
Technically here, there were boys allowed in Girl Scouts. But I also knew a girl who made it to Eagle Scout in the Boy Scouts. So I went to high school with a girl that was an Eagle Scout, is what I'm trying to say.
Look,
that's not new. Everyone wants to say that's new. That isn't new.
Back then it was
when it had to go to the Supreme Court, that's what made it new.
I put to you like this. There are things I will never be able to do as a man, and I don't want to do them. And there are things Angela will never do as a woman. And I'm pretty sure she doesn't fucking want to do them. You know? We all have our role in... No, we all have our role in the perfect society. And this is not about, homemaking or anything like that. Because I can cook for my damn self and I can wash my motherfucking clothes. I don't need a woman to do that shit for me. But there are still things that we are good at that the other isn't. And I'm pretty sure you can multitask and organize like a motherfucker.
I can multitask well.
Me, I'm kind of have to focus on doing one thing because I start doing other shit. I lose track of what the fuck I was doing to begin with.
And going with the in the kitchen thing, women do belong in the kitchen, just like men belong in the kitchen because there's food in the kitchen. And Tyr, I can multitask just as well. I can bitch and do my job at the same time.
I can do that. That's rather easy.
Well, I kind of enjoyed it back in like the 40s and 50s when women had their own girls' club. Is the kitchen?
Called Tupperware parties. Called them Tupperware parties. Right, Kek?
Okay, I was making a joke, but anyhow.
Mary Kay, I'm not into. I tried Avon once. Not really my thing.
What about actually?
What?
Look, Ma, we're on TV.
What about actually?
Oh, hey. We're on TV again.
Really actually awesome.
What?
The twins from Full House.
Mary Kate and Ashley Olsen.
All right. Let's move on.
Yeah, from Full House.
What about?
I want to show y'all something. This one. Y'all seen this one?
Whoa.
No. Do I want to?
You know what it?
Can y'all hear it?
MAGA.
Yep.
Unfortunately.
All right, listen. This.
You know what MAGA hates the most about us? Our joy. We are the party of fun. We are the
Are
party
you
of
though?
love, compassion, empathy.
Are you though?
That's why you look like Mrs. Deagle.
Who?
She looks like the lady that in Gremlins that flew out the window on her stairs.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay.
Get
Hold
cut,
on.
Angela.
Hold on. If Angela's throwing the towel at that level. Ooh, Lord. Okay, let's go.
And the deep cuts. God, Jesus Christ. Dial it back.
Am I wrong?
Lady.
No. Still. Wow. Carpe diem, Angela.
I was gonna say she looks like the queen of the rock goblins. From the Return of Oz. Ooh, she is coming out of the structures. The stalagmites.
She look again. It's the eyes. It's always the eyes.
It's a
That knows
chiseled
how to
nose
bring up
and
the
teeth.
underdog. We know how to help each other out.
If that woman didn't
We
have
know how
5
to raise and
cats,
support our
Wait, you say?
if that woman doesn't have 5 fucking cats somewhere,
Well, can you confirm
Like I
her?
said, Mrs. Deagle.
Well, can you
Thank you
confirm
for
the
the cat.
number of
We
cats?
don't want her.
Okay, all right. Just that. So that acts.
middle class.
Let's finish.
They freaking hate that about us. Have you ever been to a party and there's that one person in the room that's just the light? The person that's having fun, the person that's dancing.
It's clearly not you.
There will
Yeah, it's
always be
not
that group on the other side. Oh my God, look at her, look at him, blah, 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 blah.
It's you.
Try to take away that person's light. That's exactly what they are trying to do right now. They are trying to take our momentum of joy away from us. It is no coincidence that right now we are seeing extreme behaviors of hate. I mean,
From
the
your
president,
side.
I hate Taylor Swift.
Okay. I hate Taylor
A
Swift.
sheriff calling immigrants maggots. No. What did he say? He said they were cockroaches.
Oh no.
Then you have Lowry, whatever, saying the N-word on CNN. What?
Nigga, please.
All to steal our joy and make us angry. And you know what? I reject it.
don't you feel my sunshine?
Wait a minute. I gotta say this. Nigga, what? What the fuck she talking about?
I don't know. What was she even talking? Yeah, no. It seems like a lot of what she was talking is like, what's it called? Merengue? Isn't that
She's talking a lot of
like fluff?
Merengue is a dance.
Oh,
to
no,
quote-
I was thinking about the fluff.
Oh,
Like,
meringue.
Oh yeah, meringue.
To quote one of my favorite to quote one of my favorite British movie TV shows, yes, I can definitely smell the shite.
I'm just gonna quote Viva Fry's hashtag confession through projection.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm just looking for the gremlins in the background.
Wait,
Well, except for the
there's
problem is
gremlins in the
Mrs. Eagle
background?
actually had decent glasses and decent teeth.
I gotta say one thing. I'm pretty sure
she's
in
British,
the back
Mrs.
there, there's a slight odor of cat piss somewhere in the nose
Okay,
nasal region.
I'm gonna sound really mean on this one. I'm pretty sure if the gremlins came forth in that whole thing, they would look at her and walk away because they think she's one of them. They just be like, she's not. We can't fuck with one of our own. We're gonna go somewhere else.
Oof.
Wow. Right, coming out with both problems.
You're just
Dude,
revealing
your
who you are.
joke just summoned the cops. He's coming through.
Sorry about that.
The fun police are coming to arrest you, Ryden.
Hey,
Well,
don't talk
we
about
made fun. We made fun of one of their own. Y'all made
like-
fun of one of their own.
The party of fun. We say, James?
The only time that a Democrat is fun at a party is when she's the guest of honor in a gangbang.
Oh. Which is rare because
that's
they're
it,
hideous.
folks.
I don't know, James. It could be the guest of honor in a roast. There's some really good roasts of Democrats.
Yeah, but they tend to end with hurt feelings and people getting really sad. Like, I don't get sad.
It's said like I give a damn.
True.
That's all. Don't let them take your joy.
They're just a little bit. Come on, you can survive
Take away
it.
the momentum of unity that we have, because it's exactly what they're trying.
Yes, they are. The Democrats are unified.
Yeah, that's the reason why when one of them disagrees with another, they're ostracized.
You reject it.
Yeah.
In fact, when you see hate, negativity on this app or anywhere, send them love. Send them light. I guarantee you.
Stop
will
it.
Hate it.
Why does she do that?
Can you imagine the
I don't
party
know.
we are going to have?
Why? No.
I don't think she's sending light and love to anyone, really.
Hold on. I'm pretty sure light and love are the names of the bombs. Just gonna throw that one out there.
I'm pretty sure they're the names of the bombs. I'm pretty sure they're the names of the vibrating toys in her sock closet.
That's an intense gaze.
I don't want to think about that.
How do you know where she keeps it?
I think they're the
I'm
names
just
of the
guessing.
social diseases she's carrying.
I'm pretty sure their main nicknames are Woody and Buzz.
I don't know.
Ooh.
Woody and Buzz are the name of her fucking dildos, dude.
She has a hand crank.
Hey,
Wait, which word? Dildos or fuck?
The thing of calling like Light and Joy that their other nicknames are Woody and Buzz. You're like, those are the names of our fucking dildos. It's like, hey, he got the joke.
When Kamala gets into office.
Oh Lord, if Kamala gets in the office, we're all doing that.
I mean, like, hell, man, who they got? Kid Rock? I got Beyonce. And
She got a friend in her.
party any day. And guess what? We got all the best cultures, the best food. No, I feel optimism and happiness. I see communities coming together to support each other. I see white people defending black people. Black people
I don't need
coming
you to
out
do
and
that.
defending white people. And they
I'm
hate
good.
that. They can't have that. Nope.
Ma'am, did you forget to take your meds today?
Don't let them steal yours.
I think she's
Move forward.
hallucinating, given that
Let's
she thinks
continue
black
the
people are
momentum of
coming out
joy.
to defend white
I
people.
love you guys.
This is definitely one of those things where it's like I'm gonna
Don't
have
let them
to
steal your records. Got it.
agree with Jack Cochran and make asylums great again.
Yo, the white people have light the lights of Gondor.
they lit the beacon fire the Gondor. And
Hey, defend you, sir.
this one is a good one too. This one is fucking funny. This guy.
Oh, well,
It's a
before
short
we
one.
get that, I'll say I got a palate cleanser.
All right.
Go.
Long before time had a name, the first Spinjitzu master created ninja.
I'll take two.
Yeah, I'll take two. All right.
So long as you're not Haitian.
I am willing to give up my Second Amendment right if it means that it starts saving lives. I said what I said.
No, I saw a response.
Holy shit, dude! He's rocking the Steven Seagal fucking.
Wait. All right, I'll put it back up because it was kind of low.
Just tell me what he said. I don't need to hear him speak again.
Sorry. He'll give up his Second Amendment rights if it starts saving lives.
It'll save one life, kind of thing. Like,
yeah.
The only thing I saw a comment on that, and I've got to agree. Basically, he just admitted that him armed is a danger to other people.
Yep,
and that's what, again. That's why.
That's all that he was saying is him armed is a danger to other people. Does not reflect on anyone else.
Nope, it doesn't matter. Listen, anybody who comes up to him, he's gonna be facing his own legality.
But there was one more. Let me go to the archive. This one found funny. I'm tempted to make this our new part of our palate cleansers. This one is funny.
Bears don't fall asleep all winter.
Oh, I've seen
That
these.
was just hyperbole. Told to us when we were younger. A lie told universally to an entire generation for seemingly no reason why. But it's our turn for grand deception to tell the youth the following lies. Cocaine was invented by Santa. Frog's brains is the main ingredient in milk. And freight trains are powered by llamas. Iguanas wear camouflage pajamas. Underneath, they all got regular skin. Well, I bet you didn't know that.
Oh, wait.
Oh, shit. Oh.
Wait. All right, let me play this one, too. Because it's part of my, yeah. This is fucking loud.
Hiroshima, Nagasaki, the heat death of the universe. These are some of the deadliest days in history. But none of them compare to the most deadliest day. January 6, 2021. Coming soon in the most epic movie event since Robot Jocks left behind, or maybe even Son of the Mask. The Babylon Bee investigates the darkest day in the history of democracy.
Where were you on January 6th?
In January?
I don't remember.
Storming the Capitol, baby! No.
Scary stuff like this happened.
Okay.
So on a scale of 9 to 10, how terrifying was what you just witnessed?
3? I don't know.
We go on location. We bring you 100% true facts.
Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez was murdered over 7 times.
We ask the tough questions.
Is it true that you have a Jewish space laser? This is incredibly boring. Could you explain it to me using Marvel characters?
We even go face to face with the scariest criminals you'll ever meet.
Are you the dangerous insurrection man?
Who's asking?
We're in darkness. I go darkness because he's a Republican, not because he's
Okay, I kind of want to watch this. This looks
democracy
hysterical.
is by becoming a member of the Babylon Bee, so you can see January 6th, the most deadliest day.
Where were you on January 6th?
I was in that mob that's going into the Capitol.
Oh, Lord. I love the Babylon Bee.
They are amazing.
All right,
This is the Indiana Jones theme, so if you pay attention.
I love Mr. Pip.
So you know
Dr.
why?
Pepper, Mr. Pibb, Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, Code Red.
All right, so you know why the brain does that, right? It is when you're
Power of
reading
suggestion.
something. No, not power of suggestion. It is like an audio thing where you can literally hear the words. If you're reading them, you will hear the words along the song. So like misheard lyrics, yeah, misheard lyrics does that phenomenon. Or that that is embarrassing. That the chant that is embarrassing. But if you read like you can read like Bart Simpson bouncing, you will hear Bart Simpson bouncing. It is weird. The brain does that.
It's called the power of suggestion, like Rotten said.
No, it is a little. It's not suggestion.
Yes.
It is. No,
If your mind is suggesting that because you're not quite sure, it's suggestion there, brother.
It's not. There is a scientific term that refers to that. The power of suggestion is something different. I can't remember the specific term for that.
Well, could you be a little bit more specific?
I'll be Atlantic. But That's neither here nor there. I'll look it up later, but I'm pretty sure it is something. I can't remember. Old age. Where's the other one that Travis sent me? Oh, this shit was funny too. James.
Wow. You know, they say
Yes.
I must endorse Kamala for president. I believe she's more of an idiot than I am. So tonight, I'm asking every American to vote for Trump. To make America great again.
I'm still lagging.
Now listen here, bitches. Throw me one of those MAGA hats. Vote Trump and make America great. You know the thing. Wow. You know, they said I must endorse Kamala for.
Man. That was just stupid.
I mean, does he really have to endorse Kamala?
Well, they're trying to make it. They're trying to make it seem like he has to. Like Kamala isn't even endorsing Kamala.
Her Indian isn't endorsing her black self. Oh
yeah. You know that they're trying to paint her as this stunning and brave woman of melanated descent, and say she's a black woman when she's been Indian all her life.
Half Jamaican, half Indian, and the Jamaican half were among the biggest slaveholders in the island.
Yep. So it is amazing what they're doing to this poor confused person of chocolateness.
Miss Chocolate.
Oh, Angel. Did you read the article now? Huh?
Read the article now.
Yes, ma'am.
Oh.
Did Keith bounce out? Because I was.
The one
I know
in
we
the
had
archive,
that whole
bro.
discussion. And it's like I'm pretty
Maybe
sure
she
she was
did.
being sarcastic as well.
It's all good. Hopefully, Keith knows we're just playing and we're not serious.
Oh, it's that whole thing like I've brought up when
she texts us.
watching some of the shit with Matt that goes after the red pill guys and whatnot. It's like sometimes there's just shitty people. Did we lose someone?
Did we?
Did we lose Angela?
I think we did. Angela. Oh God, Angela, where'd you go?
No. Oh.
I think she saw. I think Angela saw the title of the article I wanted her to read, and she decided to leave.
Can you blame her?
No, I really can't.
God, Tim Walls is such a piece of shit. There she is.
Can you stop insulting the manure? It has a
function and a purpose.
You know,
I
it
need
has
you to put
practical
it back
value
in
and
the
usage.
chat, please.
Okay. All right. Doodle-doo.
Why, I'll never give up my right to kick shit.
Look, just because the potential vice president of America, we say, James. I think James had to bounce.
Oh.
Oh no, I can't see anybody else anymore.
Oh no.
You've got all of us off the screen. It's just there. And yep, we lost James.
Yeah.
Callie down.
I think it's time his phone burnt out. Travis.
He made too much blood. Wasn't that the issue? One of the issues he's having is like his body does make too much blood.
Because he can't breathe, his body produces more blood to
compensate,
increase the oxygen circulating.
Check your Discord, Travis. If you're still there.
He's a vampire's dream.
He is. Ready, Angela?
I
love you too.
Waltz's masculinity is terrifying to Republicans.
Sure it is.
Since Tuesday...
Sure it is, Jan. Hold on a
Are
second.
we done? Am I able to read now?
Yes, sorry.
Since Tuesday, when Vice President Kamala Harris introduced Minnesota Governor Tim Walz as her running mate, Republicans have scaled back their initial attacks on Harris's race and gender. Instead, they've targeted the traditional signifiers of Walz's masculinity.
Pause. What actual masculinity?
I was gonna say, you mean being a yellow belly that runs from battle?
Ooh.
Say that.
Well, I will say that quite literally, since his whole thing was to actually run for office, he quite literally could have gone through the process of staying in the military if he knew the right people and ran for office and then have him removed from that whole thing.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was just saying.
Yeah. The other big thing in that is the whole fact of him claiming the rank that while he did get to hold it for a point in time, he didn't get the time complete the requirements to keep it, nor did he have enough time, nor since he didn't complete the requirements, have also the time and grade to retire as that. So in all technicality, that motherfucker should be on trial for defrauding the government.
All right. So at my job, hold on. Yes. So at my job, right?
To explain, he didn't because he being the whole thing and him going through the school that he was supposed to for command sergeant major, they would let him hold the rank, expecting that he would complete it. He did not complete the school, so he didn't complete the requirements, so he doesn't hold the rank of command sergeant major anymore.
Well, I was
because he
about
didn't
to
complete the requirements, and then since he didn't complete the requirements, he didn't hold the rank for enough time to retire as it.
Yeah, I was about to co-sign on that. So again, at my job, if you get promoted to say a lead officer, right? If you had to hold that position for 2 years in order to keep the lead pay that you were getting, you know, for you to say you were to go back down to TSO willingly, you could literally keep the pay you just got, the increase, if you held that rank for 2 years plus. But if you were to go lead, decide you don't like it, and then drop back to a TSO, you would lose that rank. You lose the pay, which is similar to the wall situation. And we lost Catbringer. No, we didn't.
I'm here.
Everybody's there. Yeah, everybody's here.
And we lost Tyr. Oh, wait. Shit.
You can't lose me. I'm here forever, bitches.
We have lost you before.
Yeah, y'all have.
It's hardly surprising any liberal Democrat whose resume includes football coach, military veteran, and sharpshooting hunter is a challenge to MAGA mythology, which posits that liberalism and feminism threaten traditional masculinity, so you'd better vote Republican before marauding Amazons take your endangered man card away.
Yeah, I don't get that one.
At their packed campaign launch in Philadelphia on Tuesday, Harris lauded Coach Walz, honored his veteran status, and beamed with pride that Walz was known as one of Capitol Hill's best marksmen, winning a bipartisan sharpshooting contest year after year.
I mean, how hard is it to shoot when you don't have much competition?
You'd be surprised.
Those traditional manly traits are threatening enough on their own, but if such a marksman, state title winning football coach, and regular guy can happily play second fiddle to a black woman running for president, then what does that say about MAGA's efforts to reverse engineer the 21st century?
I want to stop you.
What in the
I want to stop right there. Sorry. I had to jump in. I didn't just jump in.
I'm talking about what I just read here.
Oh. This shit here. Shouldn't that be Indian woman to a Indian woman? Yeah, I just thought I'd point that out. Sorry. My bad. Go ahead, Angela.
I'm going to let you read the next time you stop for something stupid like that.
Yes, ma'am.
After all, if a middle-aged heterosexual white guy who likes to hunt doesn't have to live in constant fear of losing status and doesn't need traditional gender and racial hierarchies to validate his life choices, then what does he need Donald Trump and J.D. Vance for?
You're tragic.
Wait, he's hetero? Really?
I mean, I'm pretty sure he's a cuck.
That's a terrifying question for a Republican ticket that offers little beyond resentment, rage, and a promise to restrict the freedom and democratic power of its opponents. It explains why Vance immediately began smearing Waltz's military record, claiming with you lying shitbag. Claiming without evidence, of course, that Waltz had abandoned his unit when he ran for Congress before the unit was deployed to Iraq. Swift boating.
Oh, so claiming without evidence the things that they actually provided evidence to show?
I was going to say claiming, you mean claiming with evidence, or pointing out, rather, with evidence that this guy is a yellow belly who is willing to let other people die for him in a position where he took a title stating that he would be with them.
You know, some days I just like to let Angela go off because she does it better than I do.
Swift boating is the name given to the organized campaign of lies.
Be right back, guys. Keep reading. I'm listening.
Launched against what? Why are we going back 20 years? Launched against 2004 Democratic presidential nominee John Kerry. Waltz's 24 years in the National Guard are not the stuff of Kerry's record of extraordinary courage under fire as a swift boat captain in Vietnam.
Pause.
But like...
If I remember correctly as well, you can't call Kerry heroic considering the fact the reason why he has a Purple Heart is because he fired a mortar or whatever and it struck his own fucking boat. He's the result of his own fucking pain. He does not deserve a fucking Purple Heart from everything I'm aware of. Sorry, please continue.
Okay. Waltz's 24 years in the National Guard are not the stuff of Kerry's record of extraordinary courage under fire as a swift boat captain in Vietnam. But like Kerry's heroism, Waltz's military record threatens GOP stereotypes. Swift boat smears are the prescribed antidote. Waltz's shooting prowess presents a similar problem. Speaking to CNN's Anderson Cooper last month, Waltz trash-talked Vance. I guarantee you he can't shoot pheasants like I can, Waltz said.
Pause. And I guarantee you I've got a cousin that can outshoot your ass considering the fact the motherfuckers won several awards here in Michigan. Suck a dick, you prick.
Yeah, but the odds that your cousin's going to get to shoot against him are very slim. Randy Kosich executive producer of NRA Institute for Legislative Action, told Washington Post that a camel hat can't camouflage the fact that Kamala Harris and Tim Walz are gun-grabbing radicals who support confiscating firearms from law-abiding hunters and gun owners. Gossage's gun-grabbing claim is ridiculous, given that Walz grabs his own gun to go hunting, but Walz supports popular gun regulations that the NRA opposes, and he does so as a hunter in a camo hat. The NRA, like Vance, has no answer to that because its success depends on making people who look like Waltz afraid of people who don't.
Pause. So I know that's the end of a paragraph.
Yes.
Owning a gun does not make you pro 2A. Stop fucking trying to act like just because they're a gun owner, they're pro 2A. They're fucking not. They don't care about the rest of us owning guns. 2, nowhere in the fucking Constitution, especially when it comes to the Second Amendment, is it about fucking hunting. Stop acting like that is some fucking goddamn actual sign of God or some shit. I'm a little furious in this one. I'm so tired of hearing that. Oh, he opposes this. Just because you own guns doesn't mean that you're pro 2A. You can like modern firearms and still be a goddamn fucking FUD.
May I jump in here for a second?
Yes, you're a little low.
The lowness can't be helped. My main microphone died, and now I'm like,
oof.
I'm like speaking into the already bad webcam. I just ordered a new one, so it'll be
I was gonna say,
hold on. Wait a minute,
What were you gonna say, Travis?
Oh yes. Sorry. What happens is, whenever I've never liked the hunting argument. Because at the time of the writing of the Constitution, number one, hunting was a sport for the very upper classes. And typically, they didn't hunt using firearms because if you used the firearms back then, number one, most of them smoothbore, they weren't going to hit anything you were firing at. Number two, flintlock, fire, explosion, and then finally fire. So you hear pop, pop. So it's two things.
Yeah, typically for any hunting like that, you were talking about people who were further west.
Your game was already off. They never thought about hunting at the time. It was all weapons at the time were used in defense and war. Every weapon that they used was a weapon of war. And so any discussion of
that's like the dumbass chick that blocked me trying to say that the only thing that the founding fathers were talking about was muskets. And then when people brought up repeating firearms at the time, she quite literally tried to say, well, those were janky and whatnot and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, yes, but the concept being there and even a slightly unreliable concept is going to be improved. So it shows that you don't know what you're talking about.
Shit.
And you're wrong.
A couple of them are quite reliable. The only reason, a couple of them are quite reliable, and it was like the only reason that the U.S. government didn't buy it to the Army for that time was the cost. And they're like, hey, look and see if you can make this, work on making this more cost effective. And the one thing they didn't do was ban any private citizen who had the wherewithal to buy it from buying it themselves.
Well, that's my point. The point wasn't that whether or not the weapon was janky. The point was whether or not people had the right to own them, and they did.
Well, all right. So she's saying that they were janky. We've had the concept of a repeating weapon for ages at that point. We attached. Chinese had the arbalist, or not the arbalist, but they had a repeating that was hand cranked.
Let's
really
go
fired like a goddamn gun.
And I'm saying, let's go back more toward the article. I just brought that up as a comparison of the dumbass. Like, we can go into that afterwards.
All right, look, yeah. And Travis, can I get a large fry, a milkshake, and a cheeseburger?
I can't do the milkshake right now. The ice cream machine's broken.
That's so bullshit. I always thought it broken when I want one. Sorry, go ahead, Angela. My bad.
The goal is to generate doubt that Waltz is real, or at least a real man. You have to go back decades to find a politician who can really pull off the casual, rugged white guy vibe, writes fashion writer Derek Guy. Waltz, he says, channels a similar power to the wood chopping, horse riding Ronald Reagan. No.
Isn't Reagan like the devil in their eyes?
No.
I'm sorry. I had to mute because I was going to overtake you with laughter.
All of
Motherfuckers
the
got
no.
jokes.
Jesus Christ.
Wasn't Reagan the devil to them?
They're trying to generate power through Ronald Reagan's rolling corpse.
May I? Ronald Reagan was not pro 2A either. So I just have to put that in there every time somebody brings up Ronald Reagan. He wasn't the conservative god everything but thinks he was either.
We were just playing, Kyiv. It was just us fucking around. We're not calling you an intruder or invading our space. We love having you here. Don't be like that.
We weren't referring to you anyways, because as far as I have ever seen, you have complained about the women turning around, coming into fun places, and taking all of the fun away, as much as I have.
You're not the fun police.
I like her.
No, that's what I'm saying. Keith doesn't take the fun away.
He brings
the
fun with
police.
her.
Exactly.
And amazing singing.
Oh, yes.
Yep.
All right. Now that this guy has Ronald Reagan powering at least Las Vegas, of course, it's not really about looks. It's about how voters respond to such cultural signals. University of Pittsburgh historian Laura Putnam, who studies grassroots politics, told me that Waltz has the ability to gain traction, well, Reagan sure has, in rural and exurban Pennsylvania. She cites the example of Democrat and veteran Connor Lamb, who won a special election for Congress in 2018 in a Trumpy Western Pennsylvania district. For those who canvassed for Lamb, Putnam said Lamb's military service was the single most important fact for hitting the threshold of consideration at the doors. That's why the instant and all-out effort at swift boating Waltz's military service. That's why the instant and all-out effort at swift boating Waltz's military service. That is incorrect punctuation. Thank you. That life experience and credential is super meaningful there.
Time out. I don't believe for a second that Walls is going to help Kamala win Pennsylvania nearly as much as the fact that they are already pulling shenanigans in that state and breaking election laws there. Now, if anything, you have problems with
tapping on their mic.
Somebody was tapping on some kind of mic. You have
it works.
Yay!
Sorry.
You have the whole matter of, if nothing else, you want to count on your vice president bringing their home state. If anything, I think Walls reduces the likelihood of pulling his home state, though it's blue enough that I think it'll go to Kamala anyway.
I
But
don't
the
think it
whole
will. I don't think it will.
But as far as Pennsylvania goes, no, I don't think he's going to drag Pennsylvania over the wire for them. The fact that they are doing things like illegally sending untested ballots and stuff like that is going to cause the grief and confusion that's going to give them a potential edge there. Just like the fact that they violated state and federal law and illegally counted ballots that did not qualify the last time, which is settled, established fact.
If we disappear, that apologies.
Well,
also, I'm not sad.
Yeah, I'm not sad at all. I'm very happy. I don't feel sad at all.
I'm not sad, and I'm not. You know, I'm not doing this whole election now thing. This has come down from the court of law as a finding of fact.
I'm a little blue, but but I'm also in a very, very deep red state, so I'm not worried about it.
That you want to do the whole da thing.
The contest for manliness has been underway since the Republic began. A gender gap in voting has persisted for decades, along with stereotypes of the mommy party Democrats and the daddy party Republicans. In the 1980s, GOP Senator Orrin Hatch of Utah called Democrats the party of homosexuals.
Well, because back then it was an insult. Calling them that now would be like, yeah, and
remarkably, more than 3 decades later, it wouldn't be a surprise to hear a GOP politician make a similar claim today. The Republican Party fossilized regressive wallowing in lazy bigotry is pointed to the past. Harris, running for the future, inflames the fears that govern MAGA. Waltz is dangerous to Trump and Vance precisely because he has the capacity to calm such fears. Yet, if Harris openly inflames, Waltz also subtly indicts. He's not frightened of women, afraid of black people, or terrified of the future.
Sure he's not.
Why are you?
Sure he is. All right, so I wanted to.
Oh, this is written by an opinion columnist.
Yes, but I wanted to take a look at this Francis Wilkinson character, and he has the soy boy look.
I don't care what he looks like.
He looks like this is traditional masculinity right here. I just looks strong and looks like a man you want to go get a beer with.
It doesn't matter what he looks like. What his other work says is what matters. And it sounds like it's all a bunch of one-sided political horseshit.
It sounded like he was filleting, but
partisan political crap is what it sounds like.
I will
vote third party.
My opinion is on this. I honestly don't care about the manliness or I make jokes about it and it's funny sometimes, but honestly I don't care about the manliness or the sexuality of you give me. I don't care. Just I would vote if they stood for the same values. I would vote for a I would vote for a woman. I would vote for a black woman, a queer woman, anything else, as long as they stood for the conservative principles I agree with. None of that matters.
This is my thing. Go ahead.
And
go ahead, Dragon.
He's trying.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you stop telling him to go ahead, maybe he can process the thought there, bud.
But yeah, what happens? But honestly, they're the ones that are bringing gender, masculinity, and everything in it when they brought in Tim Waltz. Which, okay, if we want to play this game, they chose Tim Waltz. When the other two people they had, okay, Josh Shapiro, not the manliest man, but they also had another person who was a fucking astronaut. And if you believe so much that your masculinity is going to win you this race, why didn't you choose literally the most masculine profession? Which isn't masculine, but that's what you would. That's who I would choose. Honestly, none of this actually matters to them. It's just they have nothing to go on. They have no real principles. They don't want to put out any policies. And they're just fumbling around trying to figure out something to get Trump and Vance on. They first started off with the... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh, they first started off with, oh, J.D. Vance is weird, but when it come to find out that J.D. Vance wasn't weird, they were just misinforming everybody about him fucking a couch.
What?
It's a joke that he fucked a couch.
I missed it.
Yeah, there was at the first.
It's okay, Travis. I'm more interested in what your actual thought was.
Okay. Well, the thing is that when it come to find out that J.D. Vance was pretty much like every other guy out there, then they tried to throw this Tim Waltz at. It's like, oh, look, Tim Waltz knows how to check the air filter on his international scout. Which
he's going to pull off and then put directly back on.
I was like, okay, I'm kind of impressed that he has an international scout. I'm not going to lie, but...
I'm not.
I actually kind of want one of those a lot.
Oh, I'm not knocking the scout. I'm not surprised that he has one, considering he's fucking rich.
Yeah. All right. So this is my thing when I come to.
Okay.
Go ahead, Angela. If you got something to say.
Well, I was going to say that this actually isn't about Trump and Vance so much as coming up with a way to say that we're picking on the people who don't like Waltz, saying that we're picking on him because he's hyper manly and threatening to us, which is not true. I'm dislike him much for the same reasons that I dislike Kamala Harris. I am not going to support someone who is going to leave a man on death row in order to make sure that she doesn't lose her advancement in her career. I am not going to support a man who is willing to turn around and take rank in the military and then not serve.
So when I choose to support a politician who closely aligns with my ideals and my goals for the future, I'm never going to get 100%. I've come to understand that getting 100% is an impossibility because you can never agree with somebody 100% of the time. So I want to shoot for like 80 to 70 around that area. If you align enough with my ideals that we can sync up just that close, then you got my support. There's nothing that Kamala has shown me that makes me want to support her.
There's nothing she's done that's made her trustworthy.
yes, there's nothing that Tim Waltz has shown me that makes me want to support him.
So I don't know. I mean, there's a number of men trusted her awful close to their genitals with her mouth. I mean that.
Yeah, and all of them now.
I was gonna say
some serious
that
trust there.
That just says a lot about the intelligence of those men.
Look,
I had a comment about the Tim Walz thing and everything. I'm not scared by his manliness and everything. He goes through all this like that closing thing is he's not afraid of women, etc., etc., etc. The one thing Tim Walz is afraid of is the disapproval of his wife's boyfriend.
Look. If you're not a horse, you don't have anything to worry about Tim Waltz for. He doesn't like humans. You're fine.
I'll tell you what, Tim Waltz does remind me of the kind of person that would call me and call me out to put his washing machine back together again after he was unable to fix it. Well, I thought I could be easy. I could do it myself. Did you put it back together and then figure it out? No? Sorry.
Tim Waltz, if this was any other time in history, Tim Waltz wouldn't have mattered. They'd probably have ran Josh Shapiro on the ground that, yeah, they would have ran Josh. They're not, because he's Jewish. And you can't have a Jew that close to the levers of power nowadays.
Well, wasn't he the one that Camel was actually originally hoping for?
She was going to pick him, and then it leaked, and then you realize like she needs the support of the really far left Palestinian, and having a Jew isn't going to get her that support.
You know, the way you emphasize Jew is a little insulting.
But that's the truth, though. They were not going to support Josh Shapiro.
I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about you.
That's not my intention.
Every time you say the word Jew, you say it like 10 times louder than every other word that you said.
I'm sorry.
It makes me laugh.
Why is that offensive?
But I wanted to know if you realized that you do it.
That Jew.
Damn
Sorry.
Jews. Sorry.
It's like he's talking in a normal voice, and then all of a sudden it's like, Jew.
All right, so I have a friend.
Hans, he said juice.
All right, so I have a friend that I see only once a year at a convention, and he screams, nigger! And I scream, Jew! And you know,
neither one of you gets like beat the shit out of. That's how I know you're not.
Because that's
not
my
in
friend.
California.
Yeah, we it's in DC, and we'll scream it out loud as we fucking can because we're friends.
No, I just could see like some, like the chick from the we were talking about earlier, who wants to rearrange all of the
crazy eyes,
all of the things that are traditionally masculine. I could see that chick turning around and bitching to her boyfriend about how awful you guys are. And somebody should do something about it.
So, I've learned this. Male friendships are so... This shit, we'll punch each other in the throat. And, like, that's my best friend. It's fucking weird.
The classic hallmark of a male friendship tends to be you give each other a lot of grief, a lot of flack, and frankly, a lot of harm face to face. But that guy walks off, and it's like, you know, he's one of the best guys I ever met. I got his back. I would crawl through broken glass for him.
As I say, there's also the whole thing of like if someone else that neither of you know starts talking shit, and it's like it's kind of like folks in the military, to where it's like people in other branches will give me shit for being in the Air Force, and I'll give Marine shit for being dumb, and Navy shit for being gay, and Army shit for being dumb, and Space Force for being fucking weird. And as soon as someone on like the Coast Guard, because they're the Coast Guard, people be like, "Oh, ha ha ha!" It's like, no, you weren't a part of this. You shut the fuck up.
Yeah, like it's like we can make fun of each other, but let an outsider come in and try to make fun of us. Okay,
yeah.
Who fuck are you?
Well, I say with that rotten, even though I don't have the military service and everything, I claim a certain amount of privilege to give a little bit of grief, but that just has to do with some of the professional background, in part going to my FedEx days.
Well,
when I was delivering in North Carolina, there was like 9 places I'd go to regularly that had the authority to stop and search me and search my van. One of them was a Coast Guard station. It's like, yeah, I've been getting searched by the Coast Guard. It's like getting frisked by the Boy Scouts.
Well, what I was going to say is in that whole thing, it also depends on like what you're saying as well.
Yeah.
See, in that type of situation, you would bring that up, and so people like, "The fuck are you talking?" And you bring it up to be like, "Okay, that's pretty fucking funny."
I do gotta admit, one of my favorite favorite military videos was Coast Guard, and it was they were interdicting a narco sub, and this guy with his gun and everything. He jumps off the boat onto the submarine, and he's like pounding on the hatch of this narco submarine, telling them to open it up. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty badass, I gotta admit.
Mostly retarded, but you got spirit.
I mean,
I applaud your gumption.
The guy opened the hatch.
There it is. All right, this one I found. I'll play yours after this one, Rodney.
I don't even know which one I wanted to play. I got one that's a fun one, like harmless prank, and then I also got suppressed shotgun.
All right, hold on. This is fucking funny.
And as of today, there is not one member of the United States military who is in active duty in a combat zone in any war zone around the world. The first time this century. What? But let's understand. So where the fuck are we right now? And as of
I love that one. Like, where the fuck are we right now? You didn't get it, Angela?
No.
It was a bunch of military guys at somewhere in a military base, barracks, I guess.
Uh-huh.
And they
that's the fucking fob right there.
The what?
It's a fob, a forward operating base. Because like,
yeah,
if you paid attention to the stuff in the background, like that wasn't a properly made building.
It's like a lean-to, hastily constructed.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, you're not insinuating that Kamala Harris would lie to us, would you?
Yes, I would insinuate that she would lie.
The government lie to its citizens?
Heresy.
The offensive insinuation would be insinuating she's told the truth.
I was going to say, are you insinuating that you would not lie to us?
Okay, so here we go. This is one of those like great innocent pranks.
Mark! There's a mouse! Under there.
It's under the mouse. So I'll
push it out. I'll lift it.
We're coming over here. You idiot.
It's a wireless mouse.
Oh,
that was nice.
That's why I said harmless prank.
I do have a palate cleanser for you.
And,
All right,
and then, and then we'll go to.
Whoa.
Little gun is for us.
All right.
Boom.
There.
I'm grabbing a drink.
And he's good.
Is this cat?
Huh? Will, I don't want you to be offended when all right, I just, don't take offense to this.
Is this cat racist?
Whoa!
Oh my god!
Oh my god! But here's the thing: a black cat can say it, right? Because it's
right.
What?
And the owner's black.
Right. So it's just. I think that's the rule: is that you have to be black.
Right.
Oh my god.
That's a pretty crazy cat.
This is how the actor from Puss in Boots gets canceled. Puss in Boots goes on racist rant.
That was a nice one.
Oh my gosh.
That might become a palate cleanser. I might put
Of
that
all
palate
the things for your cat to learn how to say.
But it's a black cat. We get
That
to.
is insane.
That was nice. Travis,
That's
thank you.
hilarious.
I mean, them's the rules.
All right, you know what? Let's do a few asshole stories. Let's see what we got here.
Yay!
You actually like the asshole stories?
Sometimes.
I would do my normal thing there, but Windows messed with a lot of my settings, and SoundPad I haven't reset SoundPad yet. And if I try to do it on stream right now, it'll disconnect me.
Nope. Refusing to prove.
Oh, we want an asshole story. I got one that we don't even have to fucking read because it's actually a video that says it.
Oh, okay. Well, sweet.
Give me a moment and I will get to it.
What? Wait. Spittle. What that pussy tell me? Hey. That cat was racist. Just because it's a black cat don't mean you should use those words. But, right, you got a video?
Yep.
There it is.
All right, got it up.
Yeah, it's loading.
Did y'all hear it?
It's loading.
It's loading.
Still got a blank screen.
I have the spinning circle of death.
Buffering. Buffer. There it is.
What does this guy have to say?
This is a gal right now. This is Am I the asshole for
That's a gal?
Yes, for confronting a coworker in front of everyone.
Everyone when she wrongfully believed I had groomed my wife. I, male, am 30 years old. My wife, Jessica, is 22. My wife has a 7-year-old son, Max, who she had when she was 15 years old. The father, who was her boyfriend in junior high school and is the same age as Jessica, actually left the state when he and his family learned that she was pregnant. Jessica has no idea where he is since her family is well off and she didn't really need or care for his support. I met Jessica when she was 20 and we dated for a year and then got married when she was 21. I love Max and I raised him as if he was my own son. Last month, Max came to my workplace with Jessica in the early afternoon to surprise me with a lunch outing. As they waited for me to finish up a meeting, the front desk secretary, Claire, chatted with Jessica. I wasn't there for the conversation, but Claire was stunned at how young Jessica looked And Jessica said, "Oh, I'm 22." Apparently, Claire did a bit of napkin math and came to the following conclusions. 1, Jessica is 22 and I'm 30. 2, Max is 7. 3, that means Jessica and I had Max when she was 15 and I was 23. Apparently, from that day on, Claire began gossiping about this, and I had no idea what was going on. But I did notice that Claire abruptly changed her attitude towards me, glaring when she thought I wasn't looking or rolling her eyes when I talked to other people. Well, today at work, when I was in the bathroom washing my hands, I overheard Claire gossiping with a new hire about my underaged wife outside the door by the water cooler. I left the bathroom and then walked up behind Claire. She turned around and looked like a deer in headlights at me. So I announced loudly, "Hi, Claire. You see, I'm not Max's biological father. In all of your gossiping to other people, you forgot to mention the most obvious possibility, which is that I was his stepfather. I will, by the way, be reporting you to HR for this." I headed directly to HR and explicitly told them what Claire had said, and the manager, a fellow gossip friend of Claire's, asked if I really wanted to escalate this over something so small. I said yes.
Yes.
She then told me Claire is a single mother and relies on this job, and that I shouldn't have embarrassed her in front of the office like that. I insisted on filing a report. After calming down a bit, I do kind of feel bad about what I did. Claire cried at her desk and left early. Was I an asshole to approach the issue this way?
No.
No.
Nope. You did it exactly how you should have. You corrected her and then you went to HR.
Yeah, because the friend who was also a gossip and in HR should also be reported for not stopping rumors and not making sure what the truth was.
Yep.
Yeah, for even, I mean, just the trying to stop the report. It's a valid report, a valid complaint to HR, and trying to say, trying to push the notion of you don't really want to do this. Yes, well, I do.
Again, it kind of goes back to that thing earlier, like the video that I showed. To when it comes to a man being a victim, they want to justify it, give benevolence to her because, well, she didn't know, but when you also look at it, she didn't go through anything to try to find out.
She assumed. She made an ass of herself. Yeah. And now that issue is coming back to bite her. She should deal with this. If that was a dude, if that was a man making, similar accusations and saying things similarly, they would crucify him. So what is different about her? Oh, she's a single mother. Okay, I feel sorry. But the rules are the rules. I feel sorry for the kid, but the rules are the rules. You started a rumor without full knowledge of the situation, and you probably made
some of the people, several people against him and whatnot, because
without full knowledge. Yeah,
without the full knowledge, because instead of being like, "Hey, I want to find out the truth about this beforehand. I know your wife is young and your son is quite old for their age, for everything. I have to ask, are you a stepfather, biological father? I got to know because this is eating at me." And he could have quite literally said, "Hey, that's none of your fucking business, but I'm a stepfather." And most likely, if she'd have been like, "Hey, I'm sorry to ask, are you Max's biological father or his stepfather?" He'd have probably been like, "Oh, I'm a stepfather. I met her and she already had a son and everything. We fell in love and I love Max as if he's my own," and everything would have been fine.
Yeah.
But she did what some people do, and I'm not just going to say women because there's fucking men who will do it as well.
Oh, yeah.
They see it as an opportunity to gossip and to berate someone.
I'm at my job. I'm infamous for people say, because there's a situation with a coworker that is in a he's off regular duties, and I was curious. Like everybody say, "Oh, he's this because that." So I go up to him like, "So why are you down here? Like, what's the point?" "Oh, this and this." Okay, and that solved that issue.
Oh, dude, I still find it funny for my work. I'm one of the few people, other than with a few specific things, if I were to start taking apart a machine to try to fix it, majority of the fucking maintenance would not have a problem with it.
There you go.
They're like, well, he at least kind of knows what he's doing. And if he gets to a point to where it's like he's a little confused, he'll flat out call us. But you want a palate cleanser? Something that I learned today about my father.
What did you learn?
So back in the day, when at a much younger age compared to me, when my father was in the Marine Corps, he was super into weightlifting, and he lived in California because of being in the Marine Corps. Well, they would go to the fucking one thing at the beach to where they had a weightlifting thing, to which Arnold Schwarzenegger would be there. There'd be a few others, and there'd even be like Lou Ferrigno himself.
Ooh.
Well, apparently my dad at one point, because he was a bit of a gambler and better and whatnot, actually got it to where he said that he could go up a 40-foot rope with just using his arms and ring the bell. Now, he's not aware if Arnold Schwarzenegger had put any money into it, but Lou Ferrigno did. And so did a few other major bodybuilders at the time. I can't remember the others. I just remember Lou Ferrigno. And my dad won that bet.
Sweet.
Because the motherfucker was a goddamn human V in his early 20s. So, yeah, my dad won money from the Hulk.
Ha! All right, Angela, because we haven't played this one in a hot minute.
Sophia? Yeah? Did you take my phone? No. Get
Yeah. We haven't played that one in a hot minute, so I thought I'd play it for you. And try to send me something else.
Yeah. It's just a video for fun. Just something of interesting I found earlier today.
Here, there, everywhere.
This is collodion. It's going to stick to the metal. I pour a puddle on the top and spread it out, and then you grab it and start rocking it. You don't want it to dry out, so I put it in this vertical tank that has 9% silver nitrate solution dissolved in distilled water. You leave it in there for 5 minutes. Right now we're going to go to camera and make sure he's in focus. Not only is he upside down, but he's mirrored. So when it comes out, we're going to put it in the light tight film holder and put it in the back of the camera. Plate holder up, and I'm going to take the lens cap off, and I'm going to start counting, and this is the exposure. All right, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi, 11, 12. Immediately after I take the exposure, I have to bring it back and develop. We've got a good negative. We have to put the fixer on it, and then that's where it turns into the positive image that it's supposed to be. Once we take the fixer off, just air dry it.
Nice.
Very cool.
I want to try that someday, but oof.
You want to dress up like a Civil War soldier and have your picture taken?
You know, I probably could make a shit ton of money if I get an outfit like that and go to recreations.
I mean, I'd do that, but I mean, guys have unsubscribed have done that as well for the Tiny Guns movie.
I used to LARP in my day.
Well, I'm sorry, that one was World War II. So for World War II Tiny Guns, so and that one they got to dress up as Nazis. He's Nazis.
One of these days, I'm gonna get my SS uniform dry cleaned. I need to get it ready.
Oh wow!
You and Sarah Silverman both apparently.
When I was but a young lad in the day, you know, I did live in Germany as a Lich. Yeah.
It is funny.
So, but we can definitely say though, when you were a young boy, that your father didn't take you into the city.
No
marching band.
No, he did not.
It is funny that the whitest thing you could possibly ever wear is a black USS uniform.
The racism levels will be off the
Here, I
chart.
just sent you something in Discord because I didn't have it on anything else. You might get a kick out. I don't know if you can share this one. If you download it and play it via VLC or some shit.
Let me see. Copy link. Paste. Nope, it downloads. Fucking hell and shite.
Hell and shite. And shite.
Well, I mean, you should be able to play it via VLC.
Or I can just upload it to the
or that.
Hold on, uploading to the sync. Doodle-doo, 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 doodle-doo.
Oh, the doodle-doos. Doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo.
Doodle-doo, doodle-doo, doodle-doo.
Oh, no.
I didn't know you played guitar.
So,
wait, I want to play this one really quickly. I want to play two.
People don't know this, but this is actually the right way to eat a cinnamon roll. We start by unraveling it from the center and...
That is not the correct way to eat a cinnamon roll. That is not the way you're supposed to do it. That is some false ass information about the cinnamon roll, and I don't appreciate it. You're gonna have all these goofy ass children walking around eating the cinnamon rolls the wrong way. That is not correct information. You're supposed to eat the cinnamon roll like that. What the hell wrong with you?
I love that. What the hell's wrong with you?
Oh, this one's... I'm gonna get in trouble for this one.
Wait a minute, I got one more.
When are you gonna get out of here?
In a while. I gotta get back.
I love you, Mama.
I love you too, baby.
Love that one. Yo, Josh. That was a good one. All right, Travis, I'll play yours. Let me up there with that, and let's see here. There we go.
Mine's offensive.
Always.
I sent that to Anna Slats, the woman that runs Redux.
Mm-hmm.
I love that movie.
Oh man, that was terrible. We're all going to help for that one.
That was so fun though.
We got enough time. I think I killed you. Make my brother a sandwich. No. Refusing to apologize. That sounds interesting. Am I the asshole for refusing to apologize? I'll put it in chat so people that can read along can read along. I'm gonna read along.
Did you do something? Where are they?
You ableist bastard. What about people who can't read?
We have the Braille edition coming soon.
Yeah, we do. All right. I am 32, female. Sister is 27. We went to a bar 2 weeks ago with her and two of my friends. On our drive to the bar, my sister told me she needed to pee. I joked and said, "You are high maintenance. hey, she told me she was quite pressed. I then asked for the next garage/fuel stop that had restrooms. We used them and we proceeded to the bar. At the bar, my sister ordered most alcohol at the table and got drunk as the evening progressed. She then got loud and uncooperative. For example, she drunkenly declared to us that we were undermined. We undermined her and that she could pay the entire table's bill if she wanted to. She also offered to pay the waiter an additional tip of her own. When the bill arrived, her and my friend reacted dramatically to see the final amount. They made a big show of calculating what each person would pay, drawing attention to the table. When it came time to pay, my sister couldn't pay her portion because she reached her daily bank limit. Her bill was more than 3 times my bill, and it fell on me to pay her bill as well, which was inconvenient because I hadn't budgeted for it. Then asked my sister if she paid the waiter the additional tip she promised. She then said she thought I paid it. I then shouted in frustration that she couldn't pay her own bill, meaning I had to, so I didn't understand how she was expecting me to pay the additional tip as well. The ladies at the table next to us were openly laughing at us. Very embarrassing. The drive home, God, this could have been shortened to like...
Quite literally, I'm in the whole thing that's like, if you're going to go to something like that and you can't afford it, you shouldn't be expecting other people to do that. I've dealt with enough other people as well personally. I have enough friends and family as well to where like they'll go out to a restaurant, they'll go to a nicer restaurant once a year because they're getting together with some friends. And one person who typically can't avoid it but wants everyone to pay equally will order a metric fuck ton of stuff because they're of the expectation, and usually someone else will back them. Be like, oh, well, it's a once a year thing. Let's all just pay equally. And it's like, dude, I'm not here to fucking pay your goddamn habit.
Yeah, I budgeted for myself. We ride home the next morning at breakfast. I asked her why she kept ordering so much alcohol if she knew she had reached her spending limit. She told me she didn't know. I told her I wouldn't party with her going forward. She said that was fine. My tone was neutral throughout the exchange, and she paid me back what I spent. 2 days later, She sent me a long text saying she felt that I treated her funny in front of my friends, and I was rude to her when she needed to use the restroom. She said I had a pattern of not addressing her accordingly, being rude to her in front of others. I then that I was wrong to address the events of the precious night at breakfast. Shouldn't it be previous night at breakfast in front of my husband, and that she was putting boundaries in place between us for the future. She said I often raise my voice at her. Sometimes I do, but it's not intentional and not mean to offend. She also
blah. She's trying to justify everything that she does because she's being a dumbass, and since she got fucking called out, now everything's someone else's fault.
No, you're not the asshole. You shouldn't apologize. And I think your little sister's a bitch.
My shitty behavior does not excuse your shitty behavior.
Yeah.
But even that, it's not. It's all right. I guess we're only getting one side of the story. If we had corroborating evidence, I would be more inclined. But from what I understand, you got drunk and you're being a bitch. No, you are not the asshole for not apologizing.
Failure to plan properly on your part does not constitute an emergency on my part.
That's how I feel about work when there's a long ass line. You guys should have planned for this shit.
See, I'm gonna pull a Terry here. You are for making me sit through that.
I'm going to set boundaries where it doesn't require me to pay you back.
Yeah.
I have a boundary.
Or to quote Irate Bear, otherwise known as Irate Alex now, from when he was in the Royal Navy, Prior preparation prevents piss poor performance.
My boss shouts that every so often. Or text it loudly if one of us fucks up.
It's just in all caps.
Yes.
He aggressively texts.
I'm surprised he doesn't have it saved as a voice thing. He's just angry. Send audio file.
But even though they're all humans, they fight because of their differences. And you have this group that hates that group because they're a certain color. That group hates this group. You have groups fighting and killing each other over land, and humans also have French people. Ugh, brutal. Tim, how did your visit on Earth go? Were you able to confirm a hypothesis that racism is a sickness that's tearing apart the human race from the inside? No, it might have actually finally been the thing that brought them all together. What are you talking about? What's a space? So the crazy part is that even though they're all humans, they fight.
I fucking love that dude.
What's a space?
I'd have to look up his. He's got a good one to where it's like that one friend who's probably gay in the group, and it just keeps escalating to each person of like doing something that'd be be considered a little bit more gay.
Why are you gay?
Oh, why would you go with that one? Like,
What? I couldn't hear you, Rodden.
I can't remember.
Rodden, it's time. Sadly, I have work in the AM and I don't want to go.
Boop. Boop. Oh, damn it. I clicked on you, you fucking prick.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Rodden, tonight is a Talking Into the Void night.
Hi. Yes. Si. Oui. Da.
All right. On Rotncorpse's channel, we have we do movie reviews Sunday nights. We are currently going through the work of Nicolas Cage, but every other Sunday
because of it being not this Monday, but the following Monday being my birthday of when I turned 38, otherwise known as 38. We may
old fuck.
Yeah, I'm still a bit younger than you, fucker.
Kids.
we may throw a different movie in there. Like we're almost starting to the spooky month, and I'm really tempted to start us off before that with a zombie movie and do some zombie movies for fun.
Okay. Rodden is finally getting to old age. You know, as the youngest person on the stream, I would like to point that out.
My brother in Christ, I have felt old for like 15 years.
I'm trying to remember 38.
I mean, being a billion, Will, I'm surprised you can remember fucking 100.
Wow.
Will crying while he's trying to sing Taylor Swift's 22. He's like, I don't know about you. I'm 22.
Man, I haven't been 22 in 9. When did the Earth cool?
Wow.
I tell you what, I still get into these points. It's like, yeah, I feel I'm awesome. I can do whatever I need to. I feel like I'm 18 right up until my body reminds me. It's like, hey,
that you're not.
You're 41, motherfucker.
Right until it's like you and another friend are sitting down. Your other friend's like, "Hey man, I got a game for us to play. First one to get up gets $20." You're both just like, "Oh fuck, oh, I'm gonna sit. God damn it, I fucking hate you for this shit."
Well,
the person's like, fuck my back, you bastard.
Hey, I gotta go check the toaster. I'll be right back.
We're leaving, Adam.
Well, I'll do your chilling and whatnot.
Hold on, wait. We're closing?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, here's somebody who'd like to close with us.
Hello, everyone.
Hi.
Hey, Quiz.
How's it going?
It's going good, Quiz.
You sound so much different on a better mic.
On a better mic.
Who's on a better mic? What?
when you were on Noir Bar comparatively?
Like I sounded better on Noir Bar than.
No,
than
you
here?
sound better now than you did on Noir Bar.
Oh yeah, because I'm on Adam's PC.
Yeah.
I don't have my microphone right now on my computer, which was yesterday.
Quiz, are you running the Minions tonight?
Tonight?
I
No.
thought that was functional.
Oh well, yeah. Tonight is okay. So it's
Sunday.
It's Sunday already.
Sunday.
I don't know. Kefk has not asked me to. So it all depends on whether or not Kefki's good to go. If she's not, then I will. If she is, then yeah.
Okay. Just asking. Just asking.
Burn the witches.
God damn it.
Burn the witches? What?
Don't burn the witches. Save the
Well,
witches.
always burn the witches.
I have no idea why Noir Bar cut off like 3 hours.
Dracula, do it, baby. Sorry.
What just happened?
You never heard Dracula by Rob Zombie?
I was making a callback to last night's Noir Bar, and then they all of a sudden went into Rob Zombie. That's why I was also going to say, it's like, I don't know why as well for Noir Bar, like they cut off the first 3 hours of the fucking stream.
Oh, is it like okay? So every now and then YouTube does that kind of shit. Just give it some time, and then it should go fine.
Well, luckily I had been through most of it that I still had to fast forward like an hour into it because I was like, all right, where is this? I was like, I was there until Quiz got there. Then it was like almost 4 a.m. I'm like, fuck, I gotta go to bed.
Yeah. I unfortunately I didn't get out of work and then actually get home until like 2:30, and then Polly didn't check his DMs until.
Oh, wow.
I mean that boy has fucking notification mess anyways.
Oh yeah.
I mean
That's
gets
fine.
fucking he gets
It's all
DMs from so many people. Like I send him random shit as well.
Yeah, I told him that if he ever wants me on Noir Bar for that kind of stuff, that's the time frame. I get out of work at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. I usually get home at about like 2
Central or Eastern?
We are Central.
Yeah, Central.
So about 3.
No. Yeah.
It's about 3.
Right now it's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
The superior time zone.
No. Eastern Standard.
Look, we all know Afghan local time is the superior time zone.
we all know that Australian Standard Time is the superior time zone. I'm not going to say it, but
I mean, that's still the same time zone Japan's in, so I've lived that one as well.
Exactly. So Mr. Adams has his Retro Arcade with Angela Tarbot on his channel, AJ's Retro Arcade. He's also running Sanguine's Minions Night the first week of the 4th.
Yeah, I'll be running that.
Okay.
So we'll see if we can trying to get past 12 o'clock.
Okay. Oh, it's your birthday on that day? Hell yeah.
So we'll see.
My mom's birthday is the 5th. Yeah.
I'm the 30th, the end of the government and military fiscal year.
Nice.
So, Cat Springer, today was a game stream, correct? No. Yes.
Yes, it was indeed.
Okay, so that means this coming Saturday is an art stream.
Yep, watching paint dry.
Oh, sweet. What are you painting?
Still working on that steampunk sugar glider. It's gonna be 1 to 2 more streams working on that thing.
Okay.
Lots of fine detail in there.
I think you ought to paint the Federal Reserve being on fire.
Ha! Tragic.
My main microphone went out again. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. Hold on. Before you say something, can I get a Big Mac?
If you're gonna do that one, at least go with the wrapped where you can say, I need a double cheeseburger and hold the wall.
I don't hear a word you said.
It's not my fault you don't have flow.
All right, try. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. I made my first real video yesterday, and it's been up. I've got 19 views.
Yeah, I said I checked that one out.
Nice.
And yeah, and I'm on next week. I'm the actual guest next week.
Yep.
On here, I actually did some prep work and created and actually did stuff for next week's show to hopefully I have an idea to bring to you, and I'm going to. And I went out, took pictures of a nuclear Superfund site.
Ooh.
And I'm going to bring you. I brought up several other Oklahoma weirdos, kind of like our Alfalfa Bill Murray, and then I brought up our illustrious state superintendent.
Okay.
How about this one? Next one's going to be a nuclear whistleblower.
Ooh. And next week is also the birthday stream for James and Rotten.
Oh, cool.
So that's going to be fun. Me and Angela also have Never Watch Alone, which we are doing. What is the 2 movies we're doing next week? Hold on, there we are, coming up. All right, we're doing Happy Halloween, a Halloween Kills fan film, and we're doing His Name with Jason. So I'm praying to God that both of them are good, because we've been hitting some fucking stinkers.
Some really bad movies.
Oh, holy shit! In 2 weeks, I'll get to join the one of the Never Watch Alones.
Nice.
But we've been having some fucking stinkers.
Some stankers.
Oh,
yes.
So bad.
4 more days till Halloween.
No, not even that one. It's the Alien Adora Files wasn't a fan film. It was just someone's demo.
No, that was you saw my note on that.
Yes, I saw your note.
I mean, I still have planned on that freaking that week I have off to try to have 1 or 2 streams.
I was actively offended by that, and it takes a lot to offend me.
Well,
wow.
Well, hold on. Halloween 3?
No, not
Alien
no, they're fan films.
Files.
Oh, okay.
It was basically a special effects demo project that somebody did to submit to a studio. Only instead of submitting it to a studio, they released it on YouTube as a fan film.
Okay.
Yes.
So it was a fan film / tech demo.
It wasn't.
No, it was a tech demo.
A movie, a movie, what I would refer to as a film, has a story. This was literally just, these are all of the effects that we did. Check them out.
This is the people we had helping us with it.
It's not like Midsummer to where there was still a story, even though they used every effect they could think of.
There was no story to this at all.
And want to know what makes it worse? He had the credits in the middle of the fucking film.
Huh?
He ran the credits for each sequence as he showed the sequence.
Oof. That's a big oof, my guy.
Yes.
And the audio was not a redeeming virtue.
That was part. I'm pretty sure that was actually part of the, I'm air quoting here, skill that he was trying to present.
He did himself no favors with this one. And then Scream Legacy, I just started pointing out, maybe that's the killer. No. Maybe he's the killer.
It's hard to top that fucking X-Wing movie or fan movie we watched.
Scream Legacy was not bad.
It wasn't bad. It's just that we had better shit to do. Like he that's the killer. He's the killer.
It's just it probably wasn't as good as I thought it was after watching that shitty Alien movie.
All right, so really quickly, if we're gonna do like best to worst, I'm honestly gonna put he helped is gonna be Adora Files. He helped me, Joker Rising.
Well, that's something more to discuss on
Sorry.
Never Watch Alone. Like we're already also almost 15 minutes past when you wanted to stop. I mean, I haven't hit you with the wrap it up because I've also been part of causing issues.
So again, we have Never Watch Alone. We're doing Jason. His name was Jason and Happy Halloween. Halloween Kills fan film. Then me and Mitch Nemo are also we did that with Mitch Nemo. Me and Mitch Nemo are going to be on the Minions. We are the Monday night host for Minions in Space. So check that out.
I usually join while doing leg day.
Yep. And then Travis usually joins when he can, and I hope he joins more often. There's something else that we did. I can't remember. The Midnight Show will be back starting this time because of scheduling. In November, I'll be at work longer. I'll be at work from 12:30 to 9, which would mean I would get home about 10, and wouldn't give me enough time to prep some of the things I do when I get home. So I'm pushing it back to the original time slot. What else? That's about it. If you go to the pinned comment in chat or in the description, you'll find 4 GoFundMe's plus the Kickstarter for Never Hike Alone. You will find it for Angela Arriaga, Hey Camel, the High Plains Food Bank, and Maddy. And like I said, the Kickstarter for Never Hike Alone. Again, that little diatribe we just had about, the Adora Files is Never Watch Alone, and it would never have happened had it not been for that series of movies. So,
yep,
please give them some love. No, yeah. So if you like that, please give some money to that program, that Kickstarter. We are most definitely going to watch it when it is available. They're saying it's the final cut, so I'm expecting some gory ass shit, and I'm expecting some epic lines, especially from Sheriff Rick.
Didn't
Adam.
Sheriff Rick die in the last one?
Yeah, but this one is. I think they're doing a re-edit.
We'll see what happens when it comes out.
Yeah. All right. Adam.
What's up?
Pick 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Wow.
He's like, hi, hello.
Just choose a number.
Pick a number.
77.
3.
3. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for all coming out. I hope you come out again. It was fun doing it. Adam, always it's great to have you. Thank you for popping in quiz when you could.
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, I bid you all fond farewell.
Bye.
Good night, y'all.
Ladies.
What is the number choose?
I'll explain once.
You'll see
we're
it in a
done.
moment.
All right.
We'll meet again. Don't know where, don't know when, but I know we'll meet again some sunny day. Keep smiling through, just like you always do, till the blue skies drive the dark clouds far away.